You enter the room and your cockatiel notices you before anyone else does. The crest lifts slightly, the body turns in your direction, and the bird moves closer to the edge of the perch. Other people may be standing nearby, but the eyes remain fixed on you. It may look like a small reaction, but this is often how preference begins to reveal itself. Many people believe a cockatiel chooses its favorite person because that person gives the most food or spends the most time nearby. Those things can matter, but preference is rarely built from one action alone. Your cockatiel is learning who feels predictable, who respects its boundaries, who responds to its calls, and who makes the environment feel safe. The choice may not happen in one dramatic moment. There is usually no single second when the bird suddenly decides. Instead, the bond forms through hundreds of small experiences. Your voice becomes familiar. Your hands become less threatening. Your routine becomes easier to predict. Then one day, you notice that your cockatiel reacts differently to you than it does to everyone else. Today, you are going to learn 7 signs that may reveal your cockatiel has chosen you as its favorite person. Some are obvious. Others are so quiet that most owners never realize what they are seeing. And the final sign may appear when your bird feels most vulnerable. The first sign is immediate recognition. Your cockatiel reacts the moment you enter the room, even before you speak. The crest may rise gently. The head may turn. The bird may move toward the side of the cage closest to you or climb down from a higher perch. This reaction is not simply excitement about movement. Your bird may have learned the rhythm of your footsteps, the sound of the door, the shape of your silhouette, and the way you approach. Those details combine into one familiar pattern. Your arrival means something different from the arrival of a stranger. Watch what happens when several people enter at once. If your cockatiel looks past the others and focuses on you, the bird may already be showing social preference. It is not only noticing that someone has entered, it is identifying the specific person whose presence matters most. The second sign is a special vocalization. Your cockatiel may use one whistle, chirp, phrase, or soft contact call only when you are nearby. The sound may be quieter than the calls it uses for attention. It may happen when you approach, when you sit down, or when the bird wants to confirm that you are still in the room. Birds learn which sounds create contact. If a particular vocalization causes you to look up, answer, smile, or come closer, your cockatiel may begin saving that sound for interactions with you. Over time, it becomes part of the private language between you. The third sign is voluntary proximity. Your cockatiel chooses to remain near you even when food is not involved. It may climb onto the side of the cage closest to your chair, move along a perch to reduce the distance, or stay on your shoulder after the most exciting part of the interaction is over. This matters because a prey animal does not remain close to something it considers unpredictable. Proximity increases vulnerability. When your cockatiel chooses to stay near you without being forced, it may be showing that your presence has become part of its sense of safety. The fourth sign is relaxation in your presence. Excitement can look impressive, but calmness may reveal more. Your cockatiel may eat while you sit nearby, preen without constantly looking up, rest on one foot, soften its feathers, or turn its back toward you. Turning away can seem like rejection to a human. For a bird, it can mean the opposite. Your cockatiel is allowing part of the room to leave its direct field of attention because it does not expect you to become a threat. Trust is often quiet. It does not always arrive with loud calls or dramatic affection. Sometimes it looks like a bird doing nothing unusual because your presence has become so familiar that constant vigilance is no longer necessary. The fifth sign is that your cockatiel searches for you during uncertainty. A new person enters. A sudden sound comes from another room. An unfamiliar object appears near the cage. Your bird raises its crest, becomes still, and then looks toward you. In that moment, your cockatiel may be using your behavior as information. If you remain calm, the bird may settle more quickly. If you speak softly, the crest may lower. Your reaction becomes part of the way the bird evaluates the situation. This does not mean your cockatiel believes you can prevent every danger. It means your response has become useful. Your bird has learned that when something changes, watching you can help determine whether the change requires fear. The sixth sign is selective tolerance. Your cockatiel may allow you to approach, touch the beak gently, offer a hand, or adjust something nearby while becoming cautious around others. The bird may step up for you, but hesitate with another person. It may accept scratches from you while pulling away from unfamiliar hands. This preference is not always flattering to everyone in the household, but it is important to understand what it means. Your cockatiel is not necessarily judging one person as good and another as bad. It is responding to history. Your movements, timing, voice, and respect for boundaries may have created a pattern of safety that other people have not yet established. The seventh sign is vulnerability. Your cockatiel lowers its head near your hand, closes its eyes during gentle scratches, preens beside you, or begins to settle for sleep while you remain close. These moments are different from active play. The bird is reducing vigilance. It is allowing you near sensitive feathers and areas it cannot fully groom alone. In a flock, this kind of access is usually reserved for trusted social partners. When your cockatiel bows its head and waits, it may be inviting you into a behavior associated with social grooming. But the invitation is not permanent. The bird may lift its head, tighten the crest, or move away when it has had enough. Respecting that change is one of the reasons the preference may continue. A favorite person is not only the person who gives affection, it is often the person who notices when affection should stop. There are also signs that can be mistaken for preference. Screaming when you leave may reflect contact calling or dependence. Aggressively guarding you from others may indicate overbonding or territorial behavior. Refusing to interact with anyone else is not always proof of a healthy relationship. A strong bond should not require your cockatiel to fear or attack other people. Preference is natural, but your bird should still be encouraged to experience safe, positive interactions with different members of the household. The goal is not to become the only person your cockatiel can tolerate. The goal is to become a reliable source of safety while helping the bird remain confident when you are not present. You can protect the bond by moving predictably, speaking calmly, offering choices, and observing body language. Do not force the bird to step up when it is leaning away. Do not continue touching when the body becomes tense. Do not punish warning signals. Every time you respect a quiet signal, you teach your cockatiel that communication works. The bird does not need to escalate to biting or panic because smaller movements are enough to change your behavior. Over time, this creates something deeper than obedience. Your cockatiel learns that being near you does not mean losing control. Your hand can approach without trapping. Your voice can call without demanding. Your presence becomes familiar without becoming overwhelming. The moment your cockatiel chooses, you may not be one dramatic event. It may be hidden inside a gently raised crest, a whistle used only for you, a quiet step closer, or the decision to rest while you remain nearby. You may never know the exact day the preference began, but you can recognize what the bird has built from all those repeated experiences. It knows your rhythm. It predicts your movements. It watches your reactions. And when something changes, it looks for you. The next time your cockatiel moves toward you while ignoring everyone else, do not see it only as affection. Look at the history behind that movement. Your bird may be choosing the person whose presence has become the most understandable. And when it lowers its head, closes its eyes, or rests without watching every motion you make, remember what that stillness means. A small prey animal has decided that for this moment, it does not need to protect itself from you. Tell me in the comments which of these 7 signs your cockatiel shows. Does it call differently when you enter, search for you when frightened, or relax only when you are close? The answer may reveal not only who your bird prefers, but why it made that choice.